Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and taking the chance to click on my video. Okay guys, so today I am going to do a review of the Morphe by Ariel makeup brush collection. So I reviewed in my last video, well, I did a little bit more of an unboxing, but I wanted to give my full review and full honest feedback on the collection. So I have the brushes here. I have a different setup as you can see. I'm in front of my vanity, so my mirror is right here. So please don't mind if I kind of start looking this way. I'm kind of figuring out what is the best angle to film videos, and also just getting used to filming myself because I'm still filming for my phone. So I see the camera, the little dot, I don't even know what that's called, the lens, the small little guy. It's here, so I always forget and I'm looking here. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry if this is not as high quality, but you know what, we're starting somewhere and we're rocking with it. Okay, so I'm going to do my everyday makeup tutorial. And again, guys, I don't do makeup every day, so this is just like the best way to title it. This is how I would do my makeup if I wanted to do it. I'm pretty natural, and again, I'm not an MUA whatsoever. I'm just a girl that loves makeup, and I just find it really fun and really soothing. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I do my everyday makeup and just review the brushes. So I am going to fast forward during certain portions of the tutorial so it doesn't get too long. So what I've already started with is my skincare. I did my skincare routine and I applied my sunscreen. So that's been sitting for a good 20 minutes. So when I like to do my makeup, I always ensure to put SPF. I wear SPF every single day, every 2 hours, and it really helps with my skin. It helps with me not getting acne. I do have acne prone skin. And I do have combination skin. Right now, because we are in the winter months in LA, my skin's really dry. So it is changing up quite a bit. But yeah, so I know that when I wear SPF, if I do get a breakout, the post-inflammation is not as severe. So I am a woman of color, and I scar really easily. So by using SPF every single day, it has significantly reduced my scars. I don't know what the science is behind it. I'd have to link a video. There is this esthetician in the YouTube community. I'm just blanking on her name, but she goes in depth about SPF and how if you do have a breakout and you go into the sun, if you're not wearing sunscreen, it will kind of like burn your skin more and cause more scarring. But with SPF, it actually like significantly reduces it. So that's always kind of a fun fact, and a more, it's more encouraging and more encouraging thing to do, to wear SPF, because you don't want scars. Okay guys, so I'm going to start my review. Okay guys, I'm still feeling a little anxious and a little awkward, and I'm sorry if that's coming across that way. I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera. It's one thing when you kind of record yourself on like stories or Snapchat because you're just sending it to friends, but it's another when you're recording yourself. I'm not an actress. I have friends that are actors and actresses, and they're just really comfortable and able to kind of bring their personality on camera. For me, it's just taking some time. So I'm really sorry. So anyway, so I also added the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I let that sit for about 1 minute. I really love this primer, guys. It really makes my makeup last all day. And I know some people in the beauty community have experienced some breakouts, but I haven't experienced that at all. So I really love this primer. Okay, so next, I like to combine primers because I do have more pores right here in my T-zone. I like to add the Porefessional primer to that area. So, you know, feel free to make your own concoction. There's no one way to do makeup. So just have fun with it. So I like to kind of melt it. And I learned this, I think from Makeup by Ariel too, to pat your primer and don't rub it. Pat it in so that it kind of does fill the pores, and it just sits nicer and it doesn't disrupt any skincare, any sunscreen. So anyways, I like to do that, I like to pat it. Okay, and I let that sit. Okay, now that that's done and I let that sit, I like to add a few sprays of the Milk Hydro Refresh spray. I think that's what it's called. So I like to add a few sprays because I really want my makeup to really last all day. Okay, so next, as that is drying, I will add some Dior skin drops into my foundation. So this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Glow in the shade 001 Universal. I love this. I've had this for about, oh gosh, probably 8 months, and I really love it. I really want to try the Charlotte Tilbury, the glowy one. I don't know what that's called. You know what I'm talking about, guys. That one. I want to try that one. And the only thing is I hate to waste products and I hate to like throw away makeup. So I will try that once I'm done with this girl, which will probably be never. I'm barely hitting like this portion because I only add a few drops to it. Okay, so I will also use the Forever Skin Glow, and I like to shake it up. Love this foundation. It gives you such a gorgeous radiance without being too overbearing. So I will add that, and I like to mix it on this little, I don't know, this little mixer plate. I've had this for years. It's just a little crystal little plate. Okay, so I will add about 3 drops. I know that's a lot, but I really like to share things out, and I don't know, I feel like with the Beauty Blender, it does make things a little more sheer. So I know this is a lot of product, but that is totally okay. So guys, I'm going to start with the foundation brush, and I'm going to mix her. Hold on, guys. Actually, sorry, scratch that. Thank you for everyone that's rocking with me. Whoever loves makeup videos, I'm sure you will enjoy this. So I will first actually use concealer to conceal the spots that I have. Oh, where did that come from? See, I'm glad I kind of looked. Okay, I have a little spot here. A little spot here. I have a little vein here. Okay, guys, so I will let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna fast forward this process of concealing and adding my base, but essentially, guys, just get the idea, which I'm sure everyone knows. You kind of let your concealer kind of sit for a little bit, and if you let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute, you get more coverage and it kind of lasts more instead of it kind of being swept away when you use either like a little blending brush, a concealing brush, or like a sponge. Okay, and then I will mix these two, the glow drops and the foundation. I'll mix them together, and then I will add that to my base. So nothing crazy, nothing out of this world. So I will fast forward from this point. Okay guys, I'm back. I thought I'd just come back to clarify a few things. I love to use my the clean fingers to kind of blend the concealer in. Sometimes I'll use a brush, but I'm a little lazy, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just so used to blending my, or spot concealing with my fingers. I like the warmth of my finger to blend everything. So anyways, guys, I have added a few drops, and look, I still have a lot of foundation left, but I like to start off kind of lighter and then build up, because if you put too much base, you kind of regret it. There's like no going back from that. So I'd rather start a little more conservative. So what I like to use is a blending brush. So this is the A20 brush. So I'm gonna blend everything together, and let's see how that works. Wow, that's blending really seamlessly, actually. Yeah, it's definitely not difficult to blend. That's really fast. No streaks, not that I can see. Again, I'm just looking at my camera here, or aka the viewfinder. That's what it's called, guys. Okay. Okay. So far, it's blending like a dream. I mean, wow, that's stunning. I love that. So I like to put a little bit down here, and I still have so much foundation left. Okay, I love her. Wow, no streaks. I don't see any fallout. So far, so good. Okay. I love that. Okay. So I still have a lot of foundation left, guys. So I'm gonna go in with, this is a little wannabe beauty blender, but it's still really good. This is from Sonia Kashuk. She's amazing. Love her. I think it's better than Real Techniques. So anyways, so I'll go in with a little bit more foundation. I'll add that onto her. And these are little fuzzies for some reason. Oh, guys, it's so frustrating. Okay. I don't know where these fuzzies came from. Okay, so I will go in. I'll usually add like a little bit more foundation. So again, I'm trying to be as conservative as possible and try to have a seamless application. So that's all I'll save, like a little bit of the foundation, just to make sure everything is blended seamlessly, and add a little more coverage. I'm back, and I want to say that my skin looks stunning. I have a healthy glow. There are no streaks whatsoever. And so I really love the A20 brush. That is really stunning. I'm going to use that a lot more. It just made blending the whole foundation so seamless, with zero streaks. When I use other brushes like Real Techniques, I will have a few streaks, so that's why I always go in with a sponge to go over it and make sure everything is more seamless. But I didn't have to do that. I just did it out of habit and to add a little more coverage. But it's looking really, really good. Okay, guys, so next, what I will do is I will add some concealer and a little bit of cream contour. I don't try to go too heavy-handed with it because I like to set everything. I'm just gonna grab my cream bronzer here. I like to set everything with a bronzer and powder blush. That's just how I make it last all day. But if I'm just on the go, I will just do cream bronzer and cream blush, concealer, and then out the door. That's it. But when I want everything to be more flawless and last all day, I will do these steps. So let's see if I can use one of these guys. Okay, so actually I'm gonna use this little brush that I have. I like to use it for cream bronzer. So this one's by Japanesque. It's the 712 brush. So I really, really love this. So I will kind of, okay, so guys, So I use the Huda Beauty in Light, and it is a little more, it is easy to blend, but when it is in the pan, I find that the best way to allow the products to melt more seamlessly is if I put my clean finger again and melt it, and it melts really easily. Do you see that? It's already melted. I find that that really helps with that, the product melt much better into the skin. So I'll add a few drops, not a few drops, I'll add a little bit of bronzer here. I try to go a little bit higher because I want more of a lifted effect, and with the remaining cream I'll go on my temples, and then whatever's on my fingers kind of go in with that. Guys, again, I'm not an MUA, so if you think there are areas that I can improve on, please let me know. I'm open to learning new techniques. Okay, so I will let that sit on my face. And I'm the type of girl that likes to put her makeup away after she uses it, so everything's clean and organized when I'm done with the application. I hate to, for the most part, I really hate to have a messy house. It gives me a lot of anxiety, so I really try to keep things neat. But we're human. Sometimes, oops, sometimes things get messy and life gets in the way. Alrighty, so put this away. I'm going to use the Hourglass Concealer. Okay, guys, I was a stan of the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I've used this for years, but I wanted to explore and find other and newer products that are probably reformulated and just better than this girl right here. I still love her, but anyways, I discovered this by my friend Peace, like I told you in the last video. She's a makeup artist, so she told me to get her, and I'm obsessed. Honestly, I can't believe I slept on her for this long. I think it's better than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've had that for a few years. I think it's better than a lot of the concealers out there on the market. I even have the Kosas, and I like that for like everyday, like just natural, like just so that I don't have bags under my eyes, but there's not that much coverage on there, so it doesn't really perform when you want to do a more natural glam. So I think this right here is it. So I will add concealer right here on my under eye and a little bit right here, and then I'm just gonna let it sit, do its thing, because the longer it sits on your face, the more coverage you get. I'm gonna do a little bit right here, just to highlight, a little bit on my forehead, nose, and just a slight tad of concealer right here. So cute. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit, and so while that is sitting, I'm going to blend my bronzer. So okay guys, I'm back. I'm going to blend my my cream bronzer with the Morphe sponge. It's already wet, so it's ready to blend. Let's see how this goes.
I like to be light and have a nice tapping motion because I don't want everything to lift. Get up in my hairline a bit. That's really lovely. I think everything's kind of blending.
Okay, that's really lovely. I like that. I really do. Would I go out and buy it on my own? Like if it was separate? Probably not. I think I'm a stan of the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I like that a little bit more. Okay, so with the other side, I'm going to blend the concealer out. Okay guys, so I'm done blending. I think I did a really awesome job. I think everything is really seamless. I don't see any harsh lines. I really love it. Okay, so far everything is looking really seamless. I'm really enjoying this sponge. And again, I really, really love that foundation, the A20 brush. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. Okay, so next I will add a little bit of cream blush. So I use a very particular brush. I use an angled brush for my cream blush, and I know that Ariel created an A22 brush for blush, but honestly, this is so small. There's no way. I mean, I would use this as like an under eye to like wipe away and dust my setting powder, but I wouldn't really use it as a blush brush. But we'll try it. We'll see how it works. I'm gonna use, let's see, I'm gonna use this guy. I'm gonna use the A58 brush, and I believe this is a bronzing brush. Let me just check. One moment. The A58 is a cream contour brush. Wow, okay. I should have read the directions. It's okay. Guys, you don't have to follow everything to a T. Just use whatever works for you. Okay, this is a little ghetto. It's fine. Okay, so cream blush. So what I like to do with a stick is I like to melt it and warm it. I learned this from, where did I learn it from? Rihanna. I learned it from Rihanna. Love her. So everything just applies a little more seamlessly when it's like melted. So I let it melt, I let it melt on the back of my hand, and I'm going to add a little bit of it on my blush brush. I'm calling it my blush brush, it's fine. Okay. I like to go on the apples of my cheeks. I know this is a lot, but I am a blush girl. So I'm going to make sure, I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna look in this. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out, guys. I'm gonna fast forward just so you can see. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't really love that to blend a cream blush, so I'm gonna go back with my beauty blender, and I'm going to, not even the beauty blender, the Sonia Kashuk blender, and I'm going to melt everything and make everything a little more seamless. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm done blending. I know it's a little much, but I'm a blush girl. I did go a little heavy-handed. I acknowledge that, but we're still gonna make it work, designers. So I still have to apply the powder, like my setting powder, and that kind of smooths everything out. So trust the process, guys. Okay, so I like to go back with my under eye, the sponge where I used my under eye concealer. I like to still kind of move everything, make sure there are no creases. So, okay. So I like to go back a little bit more. I like more of a brighter under eye, and I want to make sure that nothing really moved. And I really like to make sure everything blends seamlessly together. So I'm going to let that sit for a second, and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I use that for my under eyes. So I'm going to first use the Laura Mercier little sponge. This is what I was referring to. I forgot the name of it, but this like setting powder sponge, whatever it's called, I'm using that one. And then I will go in with the setting powder. This is the A setting powder brush. This is the A 3.2 brush. And I'm gonna go in with that and then swoop it off when it's ready. So I will blend that out a little bit more. Make sure everything is really, really seamless. Go and I'll set my under eye with a little powder brush. So I'm gonna set my entire face. Next, guys, I'm gonna go in with the setting powder the setting powder brush as I had mentioned. So I'm gonna go in with her and dust it all over my face. And I really like that. It's giving me a flawless airbrush effect. There is no fallout, which is really nice. And the brushes really do feel luxurious, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the naming of the brushes really match with what they're supposed to do, but again, you do what works for you. There are no rules to makeup, and that's the fun part. What works for me may not work for you. Okay, so I'm letting that sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna go in a little bit more with that powder. It does get in the creases, it does get in the corner, so I really like this brush a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I wouldn't really like it, but I will say that the other one that's actually for setting, it's too big for my face. I like this for bronzing, so I'm gonna use her for bronzing. So that is really nice. So I'm gonna put that away. Okay, so I'm gonna dust everything. I'm not really a baking type of girl, but I'm gonna dust everything off. Okay guys, I'm back. So I'm back from dusting everything off and making sure everything's seamless. So I'm gonna go in with an A21 brush, and I'm gonna use it as my bronzing brush. I have the NARS bronzer in Laguna. I'm hitting pan. I can't wait until I'm done with her so I can get a new bronzer. I really want to try the Kosas one. I've heard nothing but good things about her, but again, I don't want to waste makeup. I don't want to throw things out just because I really want to use everything and make sure that I spent my money well. I don't want to spend money and then have everything go down the drain. That's just not my journey. I really like to have more minimal makeup. I don't have that. I actually have a good amount, but in comparison to my friends, they have a lot of makeup. I feel like I'm pretty minimal, but I'm not that extreme where I have like one mascara, one eyeshadow. Like that's not me either, but I like to have options, but I don't have as much as like I used to have in the past. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I'm going to set everything, and notice how I'm just lightly patting everything in, and it's just another way to really bring color back to my face, a little more dimension. I'm not that much of a contour person, but it does bring nice dimension. I really love this brush actually, guys. This is really nice. It's really flawless. Okay, that is really pretty. Love that. I mean, look at my skin. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So that's done. Okay guys, I'm gonna put this away. Alrighty guys, okay, so I'm back and I'm going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek blush. This is in the shade Drop of a Hat. I saw this at Ulta the other day and I just had to pick it up. I love peachy golden blushes. So I've heard nothing but good reviews about ColourPop, so let's try her out. I did I try it? I tried it on my hand. Okay, I haven't put it on my face yet. So I'm gonna go in with the blush brush. It's A22. Again, this is way too small for me, but if it works for Ariel, it might just work for me. So I'm gonna pack the blush. And I learned this from Charlotte Tilbury. I was watching one of her tutorials to kind of go in a circular motion, go backwards, forwards, and kind of let the blush kind of do its thing. So, alrighty. I'm not in love with this brush. It's just too small for my face. I don't really like the shape, and I prefer to use it to wipe off the excess setting powder on my under eye with it than use it as a blush brush, so I'm not really in love with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the A11 brush, and I'm gonna go in and use this second shade right here from the left, and I'm going to add a little color to my eyes. Okay guys, so I'm done blending that. That blended really seamlessly. I really love the finish. It's super flawless. It's so easy to blend. That is really amazing. Okay, I love that too. Okay, so far I'm really loving the brushes. There are a few that I'm like, I'm kind of whatever about, but so far it's been pretty great. Okay, so guys, I don't know what this one is for. This is way too big for my eye. I have Asian eyes, so I mean it's not that small in comparison to like other people, but I am part Asian, so I have a smaller lid space, so that's way too big for me. Okay, so I'm gonna use the A20 brush, and I'm gonna use the this shade right here, this middle shade, and I'm just gonna bring a little dimension, just slightly, to my eyes. Nothing too crazy. And guys, I've never done my makeup in front of my phone before, so I really don't know if this looks good or not. I'm just hoping to God that it looks good.
I'm gonna cut this down, and if not, I'm just gonna...
Okay, so lastly, I will go on my eyelid, and I'm gonna use the A29, and I'm gonna go on the lid, and I'm gonna pack that on. Okay, that's pretty. So that's done. Okay guys, so my eyeshadow is completely done. Again, I like a natural, softer look, but what I will do is I will add some highlight in the inner corner of my eye and on my my temple of the bone, the eyebrow bone. So I will add a little bit.
There, just to bring some light, a little dimension, a little something, something. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the blush. And I'm gonna use the Fenty, and I'm gonna And this is the Real Techniques.
I'm done blending my eyeshadow, and I think it's pretty seamless. I think the eyeshadow brushes are super easy to use. I love the angle. Again, it's easier to get in on those areas. There are a few brushes that are a little too big for my liking, but overall, there's no fallout, and it's just really easy to blend my eyes. This is my everyday look, so it's just super light. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just gonna set it with the Milk Hydro Grip one more time. Let all of that sit. Take away the powder. Look. I'm going to take a little cotton swab, take off the foundation on my beauty mark, and use the other end to remove any foundation that has gone in my eyebrows. So I'm gonna take the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, and I'm going to quickly fill in my eyebrows. I don't really have a technique or a way. I just kind of follow the natural shape of it. I don't really like a super harsh brow, and I'm not really the kind of girl that puts concealer under her brows either. I don't know, I just feel like that super perfect look doesn't really look good on me. I like more of a natural, softer application. So I'm relatively done with that. I hope everything looks okay. I've never done my makeup really in front of this little tiny mirror before, and I've never done it on my phone, so it's a little hard, and I do wear glasses and I don't have contacts, so I really don't know if this looks good or not. Okay, so I like to use this brush to fill in on my beauty marks. I really love them. I don't have shame in them or my sunspots. I think they're really cute. So I like to add a little dot. Sometimes it comes out really good, sometimes it doesn't. I really want to try the Freck little one. I like to go in with my little sunspots and add a few little freckles. I do have a few, so I'm not going too crazy, but I like to make everything kind of more seamless. Okay, that's done. So now I will go in with the Glossier Boy Brow.
And set everything and add a little more tint and make everything more seamless. Again,
Yeah, that's about done. Okay, that's done. And I like a lighter brow. I don't like my eyebrows to be super dark. My eyebrows are done. Super simple. It doesn't take me that long, but I'm on camera. I'm trying to talk through it. My first time doing a tutorial, so that's done. So I've already curled my lashes before, so I like to go in with the Lancome Lash Idole. Love this one. I need to get a new one. So I will add mascara.
so I'm going to fast forward. Sorry if I'm like, you know what, I'm all over the face, but I'm going to use my mirror instead. I totally forgot that I have a little mirror on here.
Okay, I'm done with that. So I also like to add another mascara. I like to combine. I don't even know where I learned this from. I think one mascara was giving me volume, which I think this is what it's supposed to do, and the other was giving me length. And I haven't found a mascara that does both. I know some of them are like labeled as lengthening and volumizing, but I haven't found any that really works for my eyes. So I will add both. Okay, so that's done. I'm not really a lash kind of girl in the sense that like fake or false lashes. I haven't really figured out how to apply them properly. I have used magnetic lashes. They're okay. They're not the same. So I usually just stick to regular mascara. I would like to try using individual lashes, but we'll see. So that's done, guys. So lastly, all I have to do really is my lips. So I already had a lip mask on, but I'll add a little bit more chapstick. Okay, so I'm going to use today, this is just a random concoction. We'll see if it works. I'm going to use the ColourPop liner in BFF3. This is a little bit deeper, but I'm gonna use a lighter lipstick, so everything should blend out pretty nicely. And I don't have that big of, I don't know, I think my bottom lip is definitely bigger, so I do like to line it, overline a little bit on my upper lip. I used to have braces before, and people would think I got lip filler, but it was really the braces that made my lip a little bit more fuller. So if anyone thinks I have lip filler, I don't. Just a natural lip and a little bit of liner.
And I had braces before, so that's why there's a huge difference. So I will line it. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward. Okay.
I'm done. I don't really have a technique in terms of lining my lips. I know everyone has their own thing. I just follow my natural lip shape by just kind of extend it and make it a little bit more dramatic, if that even makes sense. I just kind of go a little bit further than my lip line. So that's done. Next, I will go in with Laura Geller. This is, I don't even know they even make this shade anymore. It's super pretty old. Not gonna lie, I need a good new lipstick, but I don't want to waste anything. Okay, so that's done. I like to go over the liner a little bit just so that it blends out a little bit and has a more seamless application to it. So I let that sit for a little bit. And I want to add a gloss, and my gloss fell on the floor, so I'm gonna grab her right now. So today I'm using a little sample that I got from Sephora. This is by Fenty. This is in the shade this is Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream and Fenty Glow 02. So I will just add that gloss, and it just adds more hydration to my lips. And I find that when I use a matte lipstick and use gloss on top, it lasts all day, and you don't get that super drying effect that you would from a matte or a soft matte lipstick. Alrighty guys, well there you have it. My whole everyday makeup routine. I'm just going to take off this bandana or hairband just so you can see the overall look. I think it turned out really nice. Again, it's super simple. Doesn't take me that long. I'm just taking a little longer because I'm recording myself and I'm using new product or new brushes. Overall, I love how everything turned out. I think everything was super flawless and super seamless. I'm not mad at it. So my overall review, I still think I would give everything a 9 out of 10. I really love these brushes. If you are looking for a new brush set, if you're looking to replace certain brushes, I would definitely go ahead and purchase this collection. I think Ariel did a fantastic job with the Mophe team as well as his own team. I love the color of everything. I love that everything matches my vanity, and I love that everything blends seamlessly. The only critique, again, like I said in my other video, is that I wish there was a rounder shape to the sponge, but I love how everything blended out really seamlessly. There are no streaks. There was no fallout, absolutely no fallout, which I really, really love. So the only thing also is that there are a few eyeshadow brushes that are a little too big for my eye shape, but that's just me. I have a smaller eyelid, so it's just a little harder to get in there, but I think I'm gonna be creative. Again, I in general never, when a brush is advertised in a certain way, I will never kind of follow those instructions. I think, again, with makeup, there are no rules to anything. So I'm gonna use certain brushes for different application, excuse me, and kind of pivot in terms of what their actual use is for. But yeah, overall, I really love these brushes. I think everything came out really seamless. I have a flawless look, and yeah, there you have it, guys. Go ahead and purchase this set if you can afford it. If you can't, save up and buy her. If not, still use Real Techniques, still use e.l.f. Cosmetics. Those are still perfectly fine. I would say that I think my makeup looks more flawless and more airbrushed than it would when using my other lower priced makeup brushes. So yeah, please leave a comment down below if you want me to try and review anything else, and if you have any makeup tips that would help me, that would be so helpful. Again, I'm not a makeup artist at all, but I think everything came out pretty great. Okay, well, have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye.